There it is, as beautiful as ever, shining through the fog, smog. I'm out here surrounded by frost, and that's the kind of commitment I'm showing, and many of us should if we take it serious, except if you live in a sunny place. So maybe if I would live in Greece or somewhere, I would also not commit as much, because I would get enough sunlight anyway. Yesterday I sungazed 8 hours. I've never sungazed that long before, and I'm getting to the point which I was at in summer, where even when I'm not sungazing, I just think about this ball of light. It's around 1 p.m. now. It's the only time of the day where it gets a little bit warm and comfortable. But my feet are still freezing. But it's the commitment. What I've noticed is that when I sungaze, I never feel lonely. Although I am, as you may notice, there's nobody around. So there's just something to it. I'm moving my feet, dancing a little bit to the music. This way it doesn't get so cold, although there's hardly any frost today anyway. It's around 0 degrees, which is quite alright for my body. Two days ago I did end up sungazing for 8 to 9 hours, so I did 4 days in a row, quite intense sessions, 5, 5, 8, 8. Do not comply. The truth's not in the man. No control of the situation. No one in Japan. They depend on stupidity. They don't live in reality. They don't know how much it is they don't know. So what the hell go? And I did get some 2 blue spots by looking above the sun, which is more intense for me. Would be interesting if it's the same for you. Tom also said that it's the same for him. So today I'm focusing on the sword of light. So I don't want to do the same spots. Not that it's a big deal, because it's not as if there's a burnt image in your head, as people usually say. When you look at the sun, or in the direction, or around it, or directly at it, essentially nothing actually burns in your eyes, because the light is in all of your eye, the eye field, wherever you look. It's just that it's the memory of the image that stays, seeing as your eyes are connected to your brain. So it's the after image. Your eyes memorize what you saw, essentially. And if you see something for a long time and it's very bright, then obviously the image will stay for a while. My chain is stink. Oh no. Alright, it's been 6 hours. Both of my eyes are starting to hurt, and I've got a pretty solid sunburn, but likely it's not visible on video, but it's quite red all here. Anyway, I read an article that predicted that there's not going to be any more proper winters in Europe. And likely you have noticed this too since last year, because hardly any snow. It's not exactly warm, but it's also not what I would consider winter cold. And how is it possible to even predict the winter for so many years ahead, except if it's planned like this, except if it's part of geoengineering, or call it what you want. Likely you also noticed that spring came 3 weeks earlier last year, and it's quite obvious it's going to be the same thing this year too, because autumn also came 3 weeks earlier, so everything is shifted now, has shifted, which is also quite interesting. I haven't found any articles on that. How come nobody talks about it? Maybe that happened before in the past, but not since I've been on this planet. So it could be that it has shifted permanently, because this kind of weather was always only at the start of March, so sort of strange. By the way, there's no geoengineering as in chemtrails and such going on in February, just like last year. And I've been thinking why, but of course I can only guess, because most people right now are at school or work. And it's not exactly warm to be sitting out here like I am. So for that reason also I believe that they don't even bother with it at this time of the year. And also a caution to anybody who will have, if they do it like me for hours, their head tilted upwards. I got some kind of, feels like a lump in the neck, in the throat, inside, in the middle. It feels like somebody's grabbing me by the neck, or has their thumb pressing against my neck, or throat, that is. Something inside. Could be a sore muscle or some kind of low inflammation. So it's no big deal, but I'm quite sure that I got it from my head being tilted upwards like that.